what everyone wants to know about. What is dating like in Japan? Life, relationships, and discrimination, and all the good
Tinder
stuff.
in Japan.
Yeah.
I love how you went from relationships to discrimination.
One thing I do experience is on the train where people don't want to sit next to you. That is on purpose. That is very intentionally.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, I have special guests with me. Obviously, we have
Leia. I'm Amina's older sister.
and I realized that I thought you guys knew who Amina was, but somehow you guys still don't. So this is Amina.
This is Amina.
My best friend and the person that I carry a baby with, aka the Amari channel. So
that's your
yes.
aunt.
Oh,
You're the auntie.
guys, we all grew up together in Ghana, and then we dispersed around the world, and now look at us. We're back here in Japan doing a little mukbang. We actually made this poke bowl on Amina's channel, so you guys should go check that out. But today we're gonna kind of just talk about living in Japan. Leia lives in Japan, so I feel like she can give us a lot of stories about life, relationships, and discrimination, and all the good
Tinder
stuff.
in Japan.
Yeah.
I love how you went from relationships to discrimination. Like I'm just
I
like.
feel like you guys ask me questions, but clearly I've not lived in Japan for a long time, so then I feel like these two people would be the best people to give us information. But we're hungry, so we're gonna start eating. Itadakimasu!
I
think I want to put emotion on top.
You do that thing, right, where you give them the first bite.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Leia,
good?
do you watch my channel?
You watch her
Wait,
channel.
really? Oh my god, that makes me so embarrassed.
Can I do the first bite with you?
Yes! Okay, here you go, guys.
Fine, guys. I'll go give you guys my bite too. I think my bite is the tastiest. It's gonna be really sour.
I want to talk about Mina a bit because so many people ask like, what's your channel, who are you? You've been in like so many of my vlogs, and all your like links are in my description. Amina has a lot of fans, Leia, on my YouTube channel. So many people want to marry her, but sorry guys, she's taken by me.
You have to go through me in order to marry
and you
her.
have to go through me.
So if you want to marry my sister, contact me.
It's like we live in the medieval times. People are making arrangements for my marriage.
But yeah, Amina is my beautiful friend. How long have we known each other, guys?
When did I come to Ghana?
Since 2012.
How old were you, Leia?
Hey, I came to Ghana in 2012.
No, 2008.
And then why'd you say 2012?
I sometimes just make up things,
Wait, so you came to Ghana when? How old were you?
like 13 or 12.
13.
Like
8.
8. Crazy. Then I would be 9.
You were 9 when we
Yeah.
met.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, look at us.
Mm.
And look at us now. We're 46, 5 kids in, 3 husbands.
Each of us have 3 husbands.
Yes, I'm on my 4th.
How's that going?
That's good.
Was he the Australian guy or?
Martha? It surprises me that Georgina is still trying.
After 4 failed marriages.
No, but
That's
Joey's
wrong.
Casadena.
Casadena.
Casadena, I was surprised when she went on to her 4th.
I know.
It's like-
I hate to talk about her behind her back and stuff like that,
But imagine how I felt about it.
You can't trust your friends.
You cannot
We went through
trust.
so much when you got your failed Botox. And like, I was there by your side when your face was falling apart. But like, you're doing this to me. I just like really can't.
I can't be bugging right now. I can't be doing that
let's
right
not
now.
even talk about you.
Why are you trying to mug me off, mate?
Are you trying to mug us off? Are you trying to mug us off?
We just went through like 4 reality shows.
Yeah. Anyways, Amina's my best friend. We have a channel, so go subscribe to that channel. It's in Japanese, but we put subtitles. Okay, enough of the promo. You guys have been asking me a lot of questions, and it's not that I've been avoiding it. I literally don't have the answer, so I'm just gonna ask it all to Leia, and then, get the credit for it. Leia, so you lived in Ghana. We all lived in Ghana. Then you went to university in the US, and then you came to Japan and started working and being an adult and like a cool ass lady. Leia's a model, guys. She's really cool.
Insert pictures here.
Insert pictures. What was it like when you first moved from America kara kokoni?
It was definitely strange. I mean, I grew up here, right? But then I grew up in Yokohama, which is way more residential, and I was living with my family. I was a child, and so I wasn't really seeing most of Japan. And then I moved back. I didn't move to Tokyo. I moved to Kawasaki, but I work and most of my life is in Tokyo. It's crazy. Tokyo is like on steroids.
Wow.
I'm not really a city person, like a big city person, so it was definitely a lot of stimulation. And at first I was like, whoa, lights, amazing, people, activity, whoa, blah. Yeah, so that was how I felt when I first moved. I was working full time for the first time in my life, and my first job was, you know, I had to wear a suit and heels. I was like strutting through the streets of Tokyo, businesswoman energy.
Boy, I can't imagine you doing that. That's
I had
crazy.
like a suit and everything. My hair was like that.
The one time I worked in Japan was at the matcha stores. The hair was the most annoying thing.
Like how?
Because they don't want you to put hair products in your hair, but they expect it to stay small.
Oh.
What kind of logic is that? That was the moment I realized Japan is made for one type of person, and that person is not me. So I cannot work at a traditional job. And here we are with the YouTube channel. Where I can do whatever I want with my hair.
Luckily, I haven't had that issue. 'Cause my first company was a British company. It was a recruitment firm. And so the rules were British rules. There were people with braids. I mean, I did have my hair like tied back. I didn't really have it in an afro, but I could put in product. And then my job now is totally different. It's a creative agency, and so like I had blonde hair at some point. I had dread, like faux locks at some point, and now I'm back to having black hair, but it's pretty free. But definitely with some companies, like just certain Japanese companies, I probably shouldn't even bother applying because I have tattoos. So it might not be, they might be like,
Do you want to talk to them about like the tattoo culture in Japan?
so, from my understanding, tattoos are associated historically with the criminal underground. So, way back in the day, criminals used to be marked in Japan with like permanent designs to show that they were criminals. So that was going on, while also there was the creative side, the expression side.
I also heard firefighters in Japan used to have tattoos. That's where the Yakuzas got inspired.
Yeah, so like there was the part where it was punishment. There was also the part where people were using it to show who they were,
Like,
show their social place. But then eventually it became associated with like Japanese mafias like Yakuza. And then
Wow, I knew about this.
it became illegal.
It became illegal?
It was illegal at some point. And it gets even more complicated if you include like indigenous tattoos from Hokkaido, so Ainu people, and then Okinawa indigenous tattoos. That was also banned. Tattoos aren't illegal, but businesses have the right to single people out if they have a tattoo and say you cannot go in, because they still associate it with Yakuzas. And if you are found to be associated with the Yakuza, you can be punished. So that's why people don't want people with tattoos in their business establishment, just in case they're Yakuza. So how could I be? Look at me.
The craziest part to me is that you're banned at like hot springs and pools and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
I think that's what people wonder about like the most. Like, is Japan as discriminatory as it seems to be? I think there's like pros and cons. Like, I feel like I've not experienced like blatant racism. It's like usually like a look or suggested, but I've honestly not experienced like something really negative. I feel like most of the people who have are people that went to real like Japanese schools
Or worked in like a Japanese company or things like that.
Yeah, so I've not really experienced that. Have you ever experienced anything like that?
No.
Yeah.
I haven't. I mean, of course, like micro aggression kind of stuff, but in general, because I've worked where I've worked, people have been relatively open-minded. But one thing I do experience is on the train where people don't want to sit next to you. That is on purpose. That is very intentionally.
Yeah, I feel that one too.
Yeah, and I've seen it.
You know, one thing I have noticed, when I used to tie my hair like back, everyone sat next to me. Whenever I have afros, people don't sit next to me. Like, it's I didn't notice it at all, but like last time I was sitting on the train to load, I was like, why is my seat empty? Like, there's people like sitting, and there was a lady that was gonna come and sit, but she didn't, and I was like, wait a minute, I have my afro out today. Like, that's why people don't want to sit. Osaka was so comfortable though.
Osaka was really comfortable. Yeah. Everyone just thought we were cool.
Everyone thought we were cool, and like, okay, maybe there is some sort of rooted something that might be something questionable. You know, a lot of them fantasize a lot about hip hop, so maybe the fetishization of us might be existing. But then still, it was like train とかでも I didn't remember feeling like I stand out the kankaku.
But also, we only stayed in like the
city parts,
the basically like Shibuya type place of Osaka. So this is what everyone wants to know about. What is dating like in Japan?
I feel like
Do you date Japanese men? Do you use apps to do?
So
ぶどうあるよ。
Ah, but look at that!
I've either met people at like events, like parties, or through Bumble.
Hey, a party! Hey, Leia! Hey! She's a party animal! Okay, that's getting cut.
Yeah, my job is in the creative industry, so I have the chance to go to a lot of like
Cool events.
なんかまあ面白いイベント. So yeah, I've met people there.
Are they mainly foreigners or like Japanese people?
They've all been foreigners or mixed Japanese people. I have not dated a fully Japanese person before. My current boyfriend is part Japanese.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I've met most people through apps or like my friends would introduce me or something.
What's it like using an app? I've never used an app in general, even in the US.
Oh, so I don't use Tinder because there are just really gross people on Tinder, like everywhere in the world. Even when I was in the UK, I didn't use Tinder, I used Bumble. I think my personality in general is like, I don't like it when people come up to talk to me. I'll go up and talk to the people I want to talk to. So Bumble works better because if you match, the woman contacts them first. So yeah.
really?
So that's why I like Bumble because like I have control over who I talk to.
Okay, wait, so when you use an app, right? So then you start texting them.
Yeah.
Aren't you scared that they're gonna be like Ted Bundy?
So far, I haven't had a Ted Bundy situation.
Maybe you're Ted Bundy.
Oh,
Yeah,
now I explain a lot.
that would explain a lot.
Do you meet in like a public place? Like
Yeah, I've always met them at a public place, a restaurant or an izakaya or something. I've gotten really lucky, I think. I
Some
haven't
people
had.
have bad experiences.
Yeah, some people have had really bad experiences.
Really?
I've only had bad experiences with people that I didn't meet on apps.
Really?
Yeah, like in Japan. Because I think I can suss them out. If I'm on an app, like through conversation, I can be like, oh, this guy's energy is off, you know? But if I meet them, out at a party or something, and then, you know, like, you move to the next location, they turn out to be weird. You can't really... Yeah.
Do you think you could date a fully Japanese guy?
I'm sure I could.
Interesting.
I don't understand what people do on dates. What do you guys do on dates? Both of y'all.
Wait, can I go back to what you said in your video?
What?
You know how you said like, what did living alone do to you? I think I like being by myself too much. めんどくさい。デートに行くのが。Like I really don't have like the. It's like really rare that I like someone. And I'm like, oh my god, I want to go on a date with this person. Usually it's either when I'm like drunk, or it's like just like 5 minutes of like, oh, maybe I should go on a date. Then I become lazy and then I never text them back. I just don't have that. I procrastinate on dating.
I think dating is interesting because there's this premise that like you're getting to know that person in a special way, into quotes. Well, now it's a bit different because I try to be friends with men that are more emotionally mature, but a lot of guys only open up to females if they're in a dating situation, which I think is so stupid. Like, just open up to your friends, y'all. Like, it's not that deep.
It's a bit.
But also that part because like I want to connect with men too on a deeper emotional level, and it felt like that happened more in a dating situation. Now it's not like that because I guess I'm older and my friends are older and so they're more mature, so like I have deep emotional connections with my male friends. But like college, good luck getting a college age dude to open up to you about anything.
I think somehow the guys around me are really emotional people. Guys have cried to me more times than I've cried to a guy, for sure.
Guys, wow.
Yeah.
I rarely have seen a man cry.
Really?
The only men I've seen cry are men that are dating me.
I've seen both, like men that I've dated and like I should probably not say that. And then and then just guys in general. Interesting. I wonder what else people would be curious about.
Working in Japan.
Wait, do you want to talk about your modeling? You started off from like a traditional job, like you said, and then you moved to like a creative job, and then now you do like freelance modeling. You've done like cool stuff like Nike.
Yes. How did it start though? I don't remember.
It started through Instagram.
Really?
Yeah.
Shout out to
where
Instagram.
People would message me, so casting directors, so people that are casting for photo shoots would message me.
How'd they find you?
I don't know. They just found me, I guess. So that's how I started doing things freelance. Or my friends who are photographers sometimes would reach out to me and ask if I would want to like model for their shoot. And then I stopped for a while because it was just taking up a lot of time, and at first it wasn't a lot of money. And then this year I joined a freelance agency. So there are like two different types of agencies. So there's exclusive agencies. Basically, you're only signed to that one place, or you're pretty much like the agency sends you out to jobs. You don't really have a lot of control over which jobs you go to. Whereas with freelance agencies, you're freelance. You're a freelancer. So you sign on to the jobs you want to sign on to, and you decide the schedule. So I signed to an agency as a freelance model, and that's how I started doing more
Like popping
actual, like bigger brands.
The guy's just a celebrity.
Not a celebrity at all.
What's a shoot day like? Like, for example, for Nike, what was it like?
For Nike, I started in the morning, and
Did they give you food?
yeah, there was this woman who had a food truck, so they called a food truck into the studio, which was
Hey,
awesome.
Nike!
It was really cool.
Nike Sakai Master.
But normally you start with hair and makeup, and then you just wait for your turn. If it's a big shoot and there are a lot of people, then they have like a schedule of when it's time for you to be in front of the camera. But a lot of it is waiting too. Like, you're not actually, if it's an 8-hour day, you're not shooting for 8 hours. Maybe it's hair and makeup for like a couple of hours, or never a couple of hours. It's like an hour.
How do they do your hair?
Yeah.
Honestly, they don't know what to do with my hair, so they normally just leave it out in an afro.
Did they ask you to do it? Do you do it before going?
I normally wash my hair, like wash and go, and go with very minimal product to the shoot. I mean, I've had hairstylists that knew exactly what to do with my hair before, and they could do cornrows and stuff. So like, there are Japanese hairstylists that know what to do. It's either that, or they casted me because they wanted someone with curly hair, so they want it out, or they have no fucking clue what they're doing.
Even like high fashion models complained about
But
it.
the makeup too. Yeah, I think makeup too. I
Do you
think
use your own foundation?
so far they've all had my skin color, but I think
Really?
I'm like fair enough. It's not even just foundation, but it's like working with the different types of face shapes and face contours. Like, how do you work with a flatter nose, or like how do you work with like wider set eyes?
Right,
It's like,
right.
you know, it's different, right? And so some makeup artists, I feel like, aren't used to, or they're used to more Western facial features.
I definitely want to have like a Japanese person do my makeup, because I don't think Ghanaian people can do my makeup. Like, I've done multiple makeup people in Ghana. I've not liked a single one.
Is it too like intense?
It's so intense. Like, and I think some of them get excited that they're doing Asian features and they pop off on that.
Like
they
the
make
cat
me
eye.
like they just make me look like that. In general, like, people in Ghana like doing intense makeup. I want to do more natural makeup, so then I want to see what that's like in Japan. Yeah. I think we've spoken for a long time. We ate like 3 poke bowls and grapes, and I'm full.
I'm gonna eat chocolate after this.
Leia's gonna eat chocolate. I'm probably gonna go get something. But I'm gonna put Leia's Instagram and stuff like that in the description. Leia also does tattoos, so if you're in Tokyo and you want to get your tattoo done, you can hit her up.
Message
I'm gonna
me
put...
if you have questions about Japan.
Yeah, message Leia. She's gonna, you know, she's more knowledgeable than I am. And then Amina over here, she has a YouTube channel. She has art on her Instagram. She does stuff. And we have a YouTube channel together. That's in Japanese, but we talk about a lot of interesting things. And honestly, it's the funniest channel on YouTube.
It's so funny.
It's really funny.
I watch it religiously.
Thank you. Also, I think we just hit 58,000 subscribers today, like in this video. So, you know, this summer, I mean, summer's coming. Everyone's saying the summer's coming to an end, but
I don't know what
my
my tip for summer is September.
Is it summer until the end of September?
That's what I thought too. But anyways, I think our goal for this month is 65,000, and hopefully 5,000 on the Amari channel. So please subscribe, like this video, comment down below if you want a part 2 of this mukbang, and let us know like what you want us to talk about. And I will see you guys next video. Bye. Bye.